History textbooks always say, in 1492 Columbus reached the Americas, ushering in the age of exploration. But in reality, things weren't quite like that from the perspective of the indigenous peoples. Imagine this: a group of strangers with pale skin and bizarre clothing arriving in enormous sailing ships, so unfamiliar and strange that they actually thought Columbus might be an alien. Today, we're uncovering this mysterious chapter of history that textbooks often overlook, exploring the secret connections between Columbus and UFOs. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss more mysterious stories.
Hey, have you noticed that history textbooks always gloss over Columbus discovering the New World with a single sentence, like, in 1492, Columbus reached the Americas, opening the age of exploration? But did you know that the indigenous peoples at the time interpreted their arrival in a completely different way? Some even thought they were aliens.
When Columbus and his fleet first set foot on the New World, what the indigenous peoples saw was almost unimaginable. These strangers, with pale skin, strange clothing, and shiny adornments, arrived in massive sailing ships. To people who had never encountered foreign cultures, it was as if a mysterious being had descended from the sky. The sheer contrast in culture and appearance left the indigenous peoples both curious and cautious. Astonished, they asked Columbus, "Did you come down from the sky?" This question not only reveals the vast gap in perception between the two sides but also shows how humans naturally react with wonder and suspicion when facing the unknown. Many people are unfamiliar with these historical details, yet they had a significant impact on subsequent events. This misunderstanding and uncertainty shaped the first interactions between Europeans and indigenous peoples and influenced both cultural exchanges and conflicts. Columbus' arrival symbolized the opening of a whole new world, but for the indigenous peoples it also marked the beginning of a strange and threatening presence. These sky-descended strangers brought not only advanced technology and culture but also disease, conquest, and massive social upheaval.
Wow! That's so cool. So to the locals, Columbus was basically an alien?
Exactly. When Columbus and his fleet first arrived in the New World, the indigenous peoples were amazed by the enormous ships and the strangely dressed Europeans. They ran out to sea, shouting things like, "Look! These are people who came from the sky." This historical account appears not only in Columbus's own journals but also serves as important evidence for later studies of the first encounters between Europeans and Native Americans. Although Columbus humbly replied, "No, we didn't come down from the sky," the indigenous people's sense of mystery and awe made them firmly believe these visitors were messengers from above. This misunderstanding reflects the massive cultural and technological gap at the time. For people who had never seen oceanic voyages, the huge ships seemed like giant beasts descending from the sky. The Europeans' clothing and shiny adornments only reinforced the impression that these strangers were mystical and extraordinary. In their eyes, these visitors weren't just foreigners, they were beings from another world, carrying unknown powers and messages.
Hearing this, it's just like how people react to UFOs today. When someone sees strange lights in the sky, the first thought is, "Are aliens here?"
Exactly. That's the cultural connection. No matter where you are in the world, humans naturally imagine unknown phenomena as beings from the sky. This idea of celestial visitors is rooted in our instinctive reaction to things we can't understand. The indigenous people's immediate impression of Columbus and his fleet as sky people reflects this deep cross-cultural resonance. What's even more astonishing is that a few days before landing, Columbus himself reportedly experienced what later has been called a close encounter with aliens. According to historical records in Columbus's journals, while at sea, he and his crew witnessed unusual lights and strange phenomena, and legends even describe mysterious flying objects that defied explanation. These events heightened Columbus and his crew's sense of awe toward the unknown, adding an extra layer of mystery to history.
Seriously? Columbus also encountered a UFO?
On the night of October 11, 1492, around 10 o'clock, history witnessed a moment filled with mystery and wonder. Columbus was standing on the deck of the Santa Maria, staring out into the dark, distant sea. Suddenly, a strange light appeared before him, flickering unpredictably like a candle flame, sometimes bright, sometimes dim, rising and falling in a way that defied explanation. The light captured his full attention, and he immediately called the crew to come and see it. This wasn't just a hallucination of Columbus's. At least 2 or 3 crew members also saw the mysterious light. Together, they witnessed this extraordinary phenomenon, feeling both amazed and puzzled, because the light was unlike any natural occurrence they had ever seen at sea. This event not only inspired awe in these sailors but also left a historical record imbued with mystery for future generations.
Wait a minute, that's way too obvious. So what was it exactly? It can't just be a jellyfish or some fire on the water, right?
First, Columbus might have tried to rationalize the flickering light, thinking it could be a ship's lantern or some natural phenomenon on the sea. But what happened next shocked him and his crew beyond belief. The light actually rose from the sea, slowly ascending into the sky. This event went far beyond any known natural phenomenon at the time, and became one of the most mysterious entries in Columbus's journal. In his journal, Columbus described the phenomenon in detail. The light did not appear just once or briefly. It repeated in a rhythmic pattern, first sinking below the surface, then rising again, and finally shooting up from the water, piercing the atmosphere before disappearing into the night sky. The strange, dynamic behavior left all witnesses dumbfounded, impossible to explain with the scientific knowledge of the era.
Wow, that's basically an underwater UFO. Nowadays, people call that a USO, unidentified submerged object, right?
Exactly. This strange light event during Columbus's 1492 voyage is not only astonishing but also considered extremely important by many UFO researchers. In fact, it's regarded as the world's first officially recorded UFO sighting, clearly describing an unidentified object rising from the sea and gradually ascending into the sky. This account predates many modern UFO reports by several centuries. At the time, Columbus and his crew witnessed this unprecedented phenomenon in the middle of the vast ocean and documented it meticulously in their ship's log, providing modern researchers with invaluable first-hand evidence. This record is not just a historical account, it's also a cultural symbol of humanity's reactions to mysterious and unknown phenomena. Columbus's description shows how humans respond to supernatural events, with amazement, awe, and the inability to explain what they're seeing, highlighting mysteries that history and science still cannot fully solve.
No way. So where did this happen?
Even more chilling, the mysterious event occurred in the area we now know as the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle has long been one of the most mysterious regions in the world, famous for frequent unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft, leaving scientists and explorers baffled. Remarkably, the strange light that Columbus witnessed rising from the sea and flying into the sky in 1492 was right in this enigmatic area, providing new historical evidence for the Bermuda Triangle's legend. Columbus's journal clearly records the phenomenon. He and his crew were stunned by the incredible light which emerged from the sea, flickered mysteriously, and eventually shot into the sky, something beyond explanation by natural laws. This account adds to the aura of mystery surrounding the region. Over time, the Bermuda Triangle has been imagined as a gateway to another dimension or a convergence point of unknown forces, and Columbus's record stands as one of the earliest historical verifications of these legends.
The Bermuda Triangle? You mean that area where planes and ships mysteriously disappear?
Exactly. That mysterious region lies between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, the infamous Bermuda Triangle. Over the years, it has gained a reputation as one of the world's most enigmatic and eerie areas, due to frequent reports of disappearing ships and aircraft. Many even speculate that it might conceal alien bases or act as an interstellar gateway to Earth, evoking images straight out of science fiction novels. What's astonishing is that the mysterious light Columbus witnessed rising from the sea and ascending into the sky in 1492 happened right within the Bermuda Triangle. This historical account is not only the earliest recorded UFO sighting in the world, but it also adds undeniable historical evidence to the legends surrounding this area. Columbus and his crew were both shocked and perplexed, as the light's behavior completely defied their understanding of natural phenomena.
So, you're saying those UFOs might actually come from underwater bases?
That's been the speculation of many UFO researchers for years. Earth's oceans are vast and almost unfathomably deep, far more mysterious than our knowledge of the moon. Even though humans have explored space for decades, we still know very little about the secrets of the deep sea. Could such a mysterious environment serve as the perfect hiding place for an alien civilization? Many experts and enthusiasts think the answer is very likely yes. Imagine this. If a highly advanced extraterrestrial civilization wanted to exist secretly on Earth, choosing the ocean floor as a base would allow them to avoid human detection while taking advantage of the natural protective barrier the sea provides. The darkness and pressure of the deep sea act as a natural shield, making it extremely difficult for humans to explore. Compared to visible facilities on land, an underwater base would undoubtedly be the most hidden and logical choice.
Wow, that actually makes a lot of sense. Underwater activity would be much easier to hide than in the sky. During the day there's sunlight, at night there's darkness, no one would notice.
The mysterious light Columbus witnessed was completely different from any natural phenomenon we're familiar with. It didn't just flash like a shooting star, it displayed a clear up and down movement and repeated multiple times. This kind of rhythmic, repeated motion is extremely difficult to explain as a natural occurrence. These characteristics suggest it wasn't random flickering, but rather a controlled, intelligent craft capable of autonomous movement and precise operation. In Columbus's journal, he described the light rising from the sea, moving up and down, repeatedly floating and sinking, and finally shooting straight into the sky. Such a phenomenon doesn't match traditional natural sea lights like bioluminescent creatures, burning gases, or the aurora. Instead, it seems more like a conscious, deliberate craft performing controlled maneuvers, showing clear signs of intelligence.
Were Columbus's crew scared out of their minds?
Columbus and his crew, seeing this mysterious light rising from the sea, moving up and down and repeating, must have felt both nervous and deeply puzzled. Sailing was already an adventure filled with the unknown, and any sudden, unexplained phenomenon could easily be interpreted as a divine sign, or even the work of demons. In that era, full of superstition and myth, such a light would have certainly intensified their fear and anxiety. However, Columbus, as an experienced and adventurous navigator, didn't let fear control him. Instead, he thought rationally about the possible meaning of the light. To him, it might have been a signal from land, a subtle indication that a new world awaited discovery ahead.
Oh my gosh! So are you saying that behind Columbus's discovery of the New World, there might have been UFO guidance?
This is one of the most mysterious corners of history. Textbooks usually tell us that Columbus, relying on his compass and fearless courage, bravely sailed to discover the New World, opening a new chapter in human exploration. But if you read Columbus's journals carefully, you'll find an astonishing account. The mysterious light didn't seem to appear by chance. It almost as if it was silently guiding him toward an unknown destination. The presence of this light raises profound questions. Was it purely a natural phenomenon, or was there some higher intelligence deliberately orchestrating it? Perhaps an extraterrestrial civilization subtly intervened in human history, using the light as a navigational tool to help Columbus find a part of the world previously unknown to humanity. Although this idea sounds like science fiction, it carries a strange mix of plausibility and mystery that's hard to ignore.
Wow, that's straight out of a sci-fi movie. Columbus didn't just discover the New World, he might have been the first sailor to record a UFO.
Exactly, that's what many researchers have long speculated. Some of history's most significant events may hide the shadow of extraterrestrial influence. From Columbus witnessing that mysterious light, to the majestic construction of the Egyptian pyramids, and even the astronomical achievements of the Maya civilization, we see recurring elements: light descending from the sky, strange flying objects, and guiding deities leading human progress. Take Columbus, for example. The light he recorded not only appeared over the mysterious Bermuda Triangle but also seemed to quietly guide him to the New World, a phenomenon far beyond natural explanation. The Egyptian pyramids, with their precise engineering and massive scale, are equally astonishing, especially their astronomical alignments. Could these perplexing architectural feats have been assisted by intelligence from beyond the Earth? Many scholars suggest that the pyramids' construction may have been guided by an advanced civilization, possibly even linked to extraterrestrial life.
So, you think that Columbus's light phenomenon and the later Bermuda Triangle legends are actually part of the same storyline?
You can absolutely understand it that way. The Bermuda Triangle, this mysterious stretch of ocean, has long been filled with countless unexplained phenomena, from ships mysteriously disappearing to planes vanishing without a trace, making it one of the world's most puzzling geographic hotspots. Many researchers have proposed a bold yet thought-provoking theory. These anomalies might actually be traces left behind by an underwater civilization. Imagine a highly advanced civilization hidden in the darkness and pressure of Earth's deep oceans. They possess technology far beyond human capability, able to manipulate mysterious phenomena in the sea and sky, even affecting ships and aircraft in transit. This civilization may have long remained hidden beneath the waves, silently observing human development while maintaining a high level of secrecy and mystery.
Wow, that gives me goosebumps. History books never taught us this.
This idea definitely goes beyond the traditional framework of history and challenges our long-held understanding of civilization. For years, textbooks and historical records have explained human progress and development as the result of human effort alone. Yet those mysterious lights, unexplained architectural wonders, and even the strange occurrences in the Bermuda Triangle force us to reconsider. Are we truly the only intelligent life on Earth? If we admit that extraterrestrial civilizations, or other highly intelligent beings, once intervened in our history, then our civilization's development may not have been entirely isolated. Perhaps a hidden other has been quietly guiding and influencing us all along. This force could be observers, guides, or even interveners using technologies and intelligence beyond our understanding to shape human progress and evolution.
So, following this line of reasoning, when the natives shouted, "Look! They came from the sky. Maybe, they weren't wrong after all."
Haha, maybe. To the natives, Columbus was the alien, and for us today, the light that Columbus saw might have been the real aliens. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit like, share, and leave your thoughts. See you in the next episode.